Okay, well, my name is Ron Askeland. I'm with the San Diego chapter of the Sierra Club. And I'd really like to thank Rick for inviting me to speak today. This is my first Zero Waste Symposium, and I've learned a tremendous amount so far. I put a link to the Conservation Committee at the bottom of this slide. So as many of you know, Sierra Club is one of the oldest environmental organizations around. It was founded in 1892 with 64 chapters across the country. And one of the main pillars of the organization is to practice and promote the responsible use of the Earth's ecosystems and resources. So it's very much beyond just nature hikes. It's also things like zero waste, which are so important. A little bit about the San Diego chapter. It was founded in 1948 and includes both San Diego and Imperial counties. The chapter has really played a big role in the Desert Protection Act, establishing Torrey Pines State Park, protecting the La Jolla seals, really working a lot to prevent major sprawl development projects and a wide range of other initiatives. The Conservation Committee is our center of activism and really looking at watching out for environmental concerns, advocacy, monitoring of laws and regulations, and education. And it's all, committees, all volunteers, with a whole range of subcommittees that focus on a wide range of issues. And I'll talk about our Zero Waste Subcommittee, which is part of the Conservation Committee. As Rick mentioned, Michelle DiNicola is our subcommittee chairperson. Also on the committee, Kayla Meza is part of the subcommittee, who's in the call today, along with Cynthia Watton, who's on our Conservation Committee. If you look at the goals for the Sierra Club of California, it's around advocacy, education, engagement, and collaboration. So as a subcommittee, we've put together our 6 major topics for 2021. The first is ensuring that zero waste is part of the San Diego County Climate Action Plan. So I don't know if people here know, but the Sierra Club's kind of been battling with the county since 2012 because the climate action plans that have been proposed have been inadequate. And basically the Sierra Club's won every time. So now it's another round of trying to establish a CAP for San Diego County. And we're really looking forward to it. And the election of Tara Lawson-Remer has really changed the composition of the San Diego Board of Supervisors. And as we go this another round of coming up with the San Diego CAP, we want to make sure that zero waste becomes part of that. We're really interested in the enforcement of the City of San Diego's single-use plastics ban. So really would like to know more about the lawsuit, what's holding up the enforcement of the ordinance 21030. And is there some way the San Diego Sierra Club can help out? So I'd love to hear back from people on that. Another one that's just massive is what we talked about today already. 20% of California's methane comes from organic waste and landfills. And as we know, methane's a super polluter that's much, much worse than carbon dioxide. So we think as we learn more that Sierra Club can help with outreach, education, and enforcement of SB 1383. So again, we're looking at how can we help advocate across San Diego and Imperial counties. It's kind of a strange artifact. So back in 1919, San Diego passed the People's Ordinance, which provided for free waste collection. And back at that time, waste was really valuable and was used for hog food. And so what happens in San Diego for the last 100 years, individual homeowners have free trash pickup, but it does not apply to apartments or condos. So one of the things we're looking for feedback on, would it make more sense that San Diego goes to a pay-as-you-throw system? The idea would be if you're responsible for your waste and you have to pay for its disposal, will you be a better citizen? And so looking for feedback from folks there on what they think. One we've just kind of dove into a little bit more is these gas-powered leaf blowers. If you look at unburned hydrocarbon emissions, running a gas-powered leaf blower for 30 minutes puts out as much hydrocarbons as driving a Ford F-150 from New York City to Los Angeles. And carbon monoxide and nitrogen oxide are even worse. So we're really looking into what some of the other communities have done in California and trying to, at the very minimum, ban the two-stroke engines that are used in the leaf blowers, because they're just really harmful to plants and animals, along with the dust and noise pollution. Also, really like to reach out to other organizations, see how we can collaborate. If you'd like to join us on the banning gas-powered leaf blowers, we'd love to hear from you. All of our actions are volunteer-driven. I've put a link for how to get involved with the Conservation Committee at the bottom of the screen. Personally, another area I'm really interested in is the cradle-to-cradle closed loop systems that we talked about, where there's producer responsibility. And so, by incorporating the cost of disposal into product manufacture, I think the manufacturers will design products that are safer, cheaper, and better for recycling. I worked at HP for 35 years, so I've got kind of a feel for how a big company works. And I think with the right pressure, a lot of companies, like we talked about earlier with Coca-Cola and Pepsi, will respond. That's all I've got for now. I'll go ahead and put my email in the chat box if people would like to talk to me.